Hello.
Yes.
Hey, man.
What's up, man?
I'm happy to see you, to have you here.
Happy to be here.
We know each other for a while already, but
Yeah.
for the people that don't know you,
Yeah.
that are following us, could you maybe tell them who you are, what you do, tell a bit about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Chano.D. I'm a hip-hop artist. I do more like contemporary hip-hop rap. So it's more like expressing feelings, anger, emotions, basically creating a presence for the listener. So they're like in my domain type of vibe. I'm also a filmmaker, scriptwriter, editor. I think that's it. Yeah.
Whoa, you do film as well.
I do.
So how did you come to do all these different things like filmmaking and music making and directing?
So with music has always been in my family, but I felt like I didn't really have much of a musical talent, really. But I first started with poetry, and I was like, okay, poetry is kind of dope. And then I heard hip hop at a very late age, like 13, 14, and then I was like, hip hop, like rap, is like the music form of poetry. This is kind of dope. And then from there, I just started writing raps, practicing, and from there, with music, I was in and out of it for a bit. I didn't take it as seriously as now, but I've always had a idea with creation, even with filming or writing scripts. I will always have ideas, looking at TV shows from a young age. I would always be very imaginative about scenarios playing out in my mind, and I was like, okay, maybe these scenarios that's playing out, I can probably bring it to life with a camera. And then I met these guys. I met Kev and Ian. They were just filming stuff, and I met up with them, and then from there we just created this pathway of three guys just filming and create our own content. And that's how I get into filmmaking. I then learned about directing, and then as we created skits as well, I wrote most of the skits that we did, and I just sharpened my pen in script writing, and that also helped me in writing better for music as well. So yeah.
So the one kind of laid the path for the other.
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
Next.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun to do
it was
with
great.
three friends, right?
Yeah.
So was this something that you did here, or where did you do this?
I did it back in my hometown in Sint Maarten in the Caribbean. It's a Dutch Caribbean island.
Okay.
And that's where I met them, and that's where we get it started, actually.
Okay. So then after, at some point you decided to come to the Netherlands, and then here we are.
Yeah.
So the concept of Hoe Ik Rol usually is that we roll to to your hometown or to a place that means something to you.
Yeah.
Now we are in Nijmegen.
Yeah.
We have
That's
just
nice.
had a great session with the great Tessa Carina as well,
Tessa Carina.
who has both invited us both here.
Yeah.
Very grateful for that. But you are not from here. It would have been a bit difficult to drive to Sint Maarten.
Yeah, I don't think we can drive on the water.
I don't think that's an option.
I don't think that's how we roll.
No, it's not how we roll. No, it's maybe something for a show called How We Sail.
How we say.
But no, for how we roll.
Yeah.
But were we to record something like this at Sint Maarten,
Yep.
what would be a place that you would take us to?
I can give two places.
Okay.
Okay, so the first place would be in Philipsburg. And there's a road called Kanagita Street. So in there's an alleyway. On the wall, there's this giant mural, like paintings. I would do there because back in 2017, when we got hit by Hurricane Irma, I work with this organization called Be the Change Foundation, where we try to bring color back to St. Maarten. My crew was a part of the media team, the filming. So I filmed and edited the highlights and also the documentary of the process. We also interviewed the artists that painted the walls. So it would be so dope to be filming that with this big mural on the wall. I think that would be a really good place because it brings meaning where we try to make St. Maarten vibrant again. So the second place would be close to my home. There's this soursop tree that's about 20 to 25 feet tall, like 2 stories. It's huge, and we can perform under that. We will record it under that tree because I would just chill there all the time, and it was pretty dope. It was right there in my yard.
That sounds really chill indeed.
Yeah.
I hope that we get to record something there maybe one day.
Maybe.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But now we had a Hoe Ik Rol, How I Roll session.
Yeah.
How did you experience that? How was it for you?
It was dope. I really had fun filming out here in Nijmegen, especially with this concept, with the funk truck. It was nice. I like the idea of me as an artist being able to express myself, to show how I roll, basically. And yeah, I think it was really nice. I had fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So now you performed a song from your EP that got released in January.
Yeah, the 26th of January,
Yeah.
2024. Yeah.
So this song is called More Trials.
Yeah.
From the EP More Trials.
Yeah.
So I feel like this song has, I don't know, compared to the rest of, maybe not compared to the rest of the songs or tracks, but it has the weight of sharing the title of the EP as well.
Yeah.
So why did you choose to perform this song, and what does it mean to you?
Well, because it's the name, just like the EP as well, and it brings so much story and depth to the idea. Because from my previous project, Trial Period, More Trials is a sequel. So Trial Period was basically taking my first steps into the music business, testing the waters,
Mhm.
and More Trials are figuring out or finding out how deep these waters are. I'm discovering that in this industry, it's sink or swim. And within that, I discovered more about myself, my anxiety, my social issues that I always have, and my depression, and certain things that I uncover or unravel from within me while pursuing music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that music is helping you to unravel that as well, and to deal with it maybe?
Yeah, it has. Music has able to help me articulate things that I couldn't speak, verbally in a conversation.
Right.
It's the emotions are able to help me write what I feel in a much spiritual or subconscious level that I cannot bring up myself. So music has done that for me. It's been cathartic in that sense.
Hmm. Would you say that if there would come a point where you feel like you have solved or found a way to work on your issues, would music still be a thing for you?
Of course, man. Like, as much as I would like to use music to help me solve my issues, and when I solve them, use music to help others solve them. So the answers to solving the issues that everyone else deal with,
Yeah. So you also feel like you're inspiring people by basically reflecting on yourself.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that people come to you because they relate?
Of course, and that's what, besides the bars, that's one of the things I would like for them to take out of my music. A lot of people came to me already when I performed, and they were like, bro, it felt like you were speaking to me. Like, were you talking to me? Like,
Right.
this is how
Okay.
I felt when you said this line or you said this song. And I want people to take from it that not only that I'm an artist, but I'm also just as human as you are. I go through the same emotions. I go through the same trials and tribulations. I go through the same thoughts, everything, the same pain, that we're all one at the end of the day. And even though I can be far away, miles away, you can relate wherever you are through my music. And that's what I want people to take. And that, like, if I can unravel all these issues and find a way to deal with them, as human as I am, you can do the same. Because a lot of people feel like they can't deal with certain issues, they can't deal with certain things. That's what I want them to take from my music. That you can, it's possible
To face them.
to face them
Head on.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's definitely what I feel also when I listen to your music. I relate. Sometimes it feels like I'm saying these words.
Yeah.
So I guess that is a great remedy also to the pain that we feel.
Yeah.
I have a question for you
Sure.
about the future of Chano.D.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yourself roll in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself, of course, bigger stages. Maybe like a couple albums out already, a bigger audience. My dream collaborations, because I have this vision board that I'm creating, that I have like all my dreams set of what I want in the next few years, and I don't want to get too deep yet. I don't want to reveal, but for the small bits, these are the things like I would love to have in the next couple. That's where I see myself, and more of a bigger inspiration, you know, in those years.
Okay.
Yeah.
For people to be able to follow you down that whole path until the end.
Till the end, yeah.
They will need to be able to follow you.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell them how they can find you, where they can keep up to date to what you're doing with your projects.
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram, Chano.D _ the Dadon, so DADON, Dadon. That's on Instagram. On YouTube, Chano.D. I'm also on Spotify, Chano.D. That's my socials. Yeah.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries.
We're done.
We're done? Marcus giving a signal. He was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.